Hello, 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 my friends. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever part of the day it is for you. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. And I'm kind of out of it today, so we're going to just jump right into the Monster Train. Hope everyone's having a good one. Hope everyone's staying happy, healthy, and safe out there. I had church choir this morning, and I am so tired because last night I stayed up too late playing WoW again. Too much WoW lately. I need to take a day off or something, but, you know, that's how it is when you're got a new game you're really into. But we are playing some Monster Train today. We have one combo left for our Wurmkin combos on Covenant 25, and that is Stygian primary, Wurmkin secondary. So, let's see. I've been trying Tethys Titan's Bane. Had a couple decent runs. I got the last Divinity, but just not quite strong enough yet. So, trying to decide how I want to try to do this combo. If I want to try Soul Guard or keep going with Tethys. Tethys is still my favorite. We have tried incant spamming. I wonder, what are the Soul Guard upgrade paths you can go? You have incant for, she's damaged for how many shards she has. We have incant for Reply Revenge, basically a shark, and then we have a incant for, you have to get we just get a big giant Soul Guard. We could do something like this to try to get the largest Soul Guard we could possibly get. Could try the Dire channel. I wonder if there's a way to just keep casting so many spells that Soul Guard just does crazy amount of damage. It's only the front enemy unit. I feel like I wanted just to try something different. Go with Soul Guard here. And, let's see. Do I want to do Fracture or Echo Break? I guess I'll do Echo Break instead of Fracture here. Maybe we'll get a discard thing. Who knows? But anyway, what's up, Explosive Ash? Hope you're having a good one, man. Hope everyone's having a good day. Bogfly and a Mollusk Maid. Now that's interesting. Two pretty interesting good support units. Or good infusion units in the case of the Bogfly. That's interesting. I like capacity on the first floor. Case Divinity, top floor setup. This is very nice. What's up, Nietzsche? How are you doing, my friend? Hope you've recovered from the long WoW day yesterday, because I am pretty wiped out, that's for sure. Huh. I like this, but I also like this. 7 Ember, turn 1. You're whacked? Yeah, we played way too much WoW yesterday, that's for sure. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with Encased Divinity here. You know, I like the 7 Ember. I feel like maybe a top floor setup could be interesting. Here's the big Soul Guard. The big Soul Guard. And this is the Revenge Frostbite one. This is good on everything except Last Divinity. And you need some sort of healing or coming back to life if you're going to do a Revenge thing. I'm going to do the larger Soul Guard. This, I feel like, is stronger early game. It's hard not to when it goes that well, though. It was good times. We had a really good day of getting stuff done. So there was a reason we played all night. But God, it was tiring. I'm ready to just crash today. This might be a shorter stream today. We'll just have to see how the Monster Train goes. All right. I wonder, does this protect from? Since she's phased, does that mean she does not get, we're protected from the, what is it called? Ember Drain? Feels like maybe she is. Yeah, okay, well that's cool. This Soul Guard counters top floor Ember Drain. Very nice. Alright, then what I'm gonna do is, you are, okay, damage shield. Do this. And this, because we infused the floor here. I need to incant you 3 more times. Okay. Alright, so I can kill you. I cannot avoid getting Ember Drain this turn. So you have 3 attack, 3 attack. Let's go ahead and do this. And then this, and if we can incant next turn, she will be our tank for these big bogflies in the back here. He is not going to get the kill. It's going to be that guy, so that'll work. Okay. Actually do this. I'm gonna do this. This. And that was not very good. I shouldn't have played two of those. It's fine. You do no damage. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this mollusk mage. Okay. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see here. Canting gives you shards which do nothing else for us. So we might as well get some frostbite going. Gonna discard it, but I'm gonna do that anyway. What's up, Shogi? You can officially dual wield and it feels good. Congrats, sir. Congrats. That's awesome. Yesterday was all worth it for the dual wielding, right? All worth it to be able to dual wield. You have double insane maces that you can dual wield too. Nice. Alright. Shogi was one of the bearers of the fruits of our WoW labors last night. Spell weakness. Okay, it's a 0 cost thing. That's pretty nice. This is just a great damage spell. With a mollusk, with double mollusk mage, I kind of do want to go with the spell damage thing here. This is infused, which I really like. Do I need infusions? It's good for the bog flies. This could be one of those things where we go Soul Guard and a Bog Chrysalis with a Bog Fly infusion. That could be pretty strong. Or we could go full on discard thing with Titan's Gratitude. Hope we find some things that get value out of being discarded. Man, if this was infused, I'd take it. I'm gonna take this because of the infusion. Okay, okay, armor for infusion. This is really good though, man. Man, I wish this was infused. I'm gonna take the infused cards here. Incant, yeah, yeah. Incant infused. You just broke 100 gold for the first time. You frickin' braggart! You have so much gold. With two characters that have mounts that don't need to pay 50 gold for a mount. Crazy. So unfair. Okay, so Merchant of Steel. We want to get like multi-strike on this girl. We can build around her with incants, I mean. Next floor is Stygian plus Hellvent. Let's go here. I know, Shogi's got 8 gold, Nietzsche's got 100. It's crazy. Large stone, huh? Okay. I'd rather have large stone on like an egg or something if I could get it. What's in here? Well, there is a bog chrysalis. So we have a couple things we could do here. If I did a large stone on bog chrysalis and put a bog fly inside of a bog chrysalis and then I'll get a multi-strike. Or do I want large stone? Would I rather have the endless? We know how good endless is on bog chrysalis. It's good if you have this Kinhost carapace inside of it. You need a summon for it to really be good. This incant. If I were to get endless on the Siren of the Sea, put the summon on this. It keeps stats when it dies, right? When you put stats from Incant, I'm pretty sure it keeps those stats. If I could infuse the Kinhost Carapace into her, and if I could get Endless, we wouldn't... The thing is, it's not quite as good as the Bog Chrysalis, because the Bog Chrysalis hatches more stuff when it dies. I guess the question is, do I want to do incanting stuff? We know that Bog Chrysalis with the flies inside it's really good. You need buffs for that, and that's the problem. We have no actual stat buffs yet. We have armor, which does not transfer from the Chrysalis. Summon plus 10. That's still pretty good. A summon plus 10 on her. And if I did get Endless, she would just get pretty big. Let's try that. We have the infusion available? We do. So if I were to do this on you, 50-20, and then put the plus 10 infusion and look for Endless. The problem is we need, with something that's going to scale like this, we really need multi-strike on it. Multi-strike or quick or something else. I don't know that the large stone actually works with this. If I roll, I wouldn't be able to afford what I really want. You're starting to improve with Wurmkin, but you haven't gotten a win with either of the champions. Definitely a challenge. I can definitely understand that. Definitely a challenge. I'm gonna go ahead and put this into her. We're gonna see if we can find Endless and multi-strike. Magic power on the Echo Break is not that good. Intrinsic on the Permafrost could be interesting. I think I don't have anything strong enough that I want to intrinsic, so put this into her. I know I say it all the time. It's this game. I am infusing the essence into her. That's probably not any better, right? Probably not any better. But that's what we're doing. We're infusing essences. I'm not gonna be able to fit a bogfly onto this floor, but that's okay. We're gonna skip this floor. This Rand After Dark, you know it. You know it, man. This is a pretty terrible draw. You still die? Jesus, man. I have no way to keep you all alive. My main carry dies here. If I did not play you here, would that have helped me at all to have the bog fly up? Not really. This is just a terrible draw order, I guess. There's nothing really I can do about it either. Jeez, these units are freaking OP as hell. I have no play. Last game you played with was your go-to character at this point. Okay. Here's what I needed. Okay, so this... I'm going to be able to kill all these guys here. This. Yeah. I took a crap load of damage, man. So we need to do this. I want to freeze that, but I have discard. Man, this permafrost plus this discard just does not work well together. What I'm gonna do is this. I guess I'll freeze this and play this to give them armor. Let's play that. Let's see. Okay, we do win, thankfully. This, and then we do one big damage spell. Okay. Well, we leak like crazy because of terrible draw. We have a bunch of crap units we gotta get rid of. Okay, that's infused. It's good spell damage. Hey, Arisia, thank you for the 6 months, my friend. Appreciate it. Offering token if I did go for the discard thing, but I don't have any value from it yet. I do like this card, though. But I feel like I just want to take the infusions. Here's scaling. I'll take that. Titan Sentry is very good for just some backline killing. for a lower floor. Just for something. That would have been a good guy to have a large stone on. Alright, unit or artifact. I've already infused this scroll. We're basically just looking for endless. Endless and removal. I don't know if I want to duplicate anything. Would I want to duplicate her? Not really. She's not upgraded yet. I'm actually going to go here because I feel like we need to heal. And we need a good artifact to help out this build. The card is discarded. Gain Ember. Okay, well, if only I had gone for the full discard thing, but I'm going to take that. I should have looked in the middle before going here. Little in the middle, but you got much back. Alright, what do we got? Okay, consumable card. Consumable card. Melting Remnant. Consumable. This is from a certain pool, so I don't think it's going to be like the things I want, like quick or... what's the Stygian one? I'm not sure. But this one I think could give me draw. I feel like we're going to want draw. Let's go Stygian. That's not draw, but it's kind of backline damage. Melting can give endless. Can it? Can melting actually give endless from that? Is there anything that's worth spell chaining? The echo transfer if I had enough infusions on it. Be a lot of attack scaling. I'm not sure if we have enough infusions going on for that. Honestly, that scaling doesn't seem good enough. You've had it once or twice so far? Okay. Could it give endless? Well, I should have gone for melting then, I guess. I always forget what the choices are for that event. Okay. This guy will die, but he would kill everything if I played him there. I can't play you and you. This. This. Kill two. Let's just go ahead and do this. Okay. Alright. Exploding things. So you will die 1, 2, 3. He should block 3 attacks and then he'll get hit once and everybody will die, if I'm correct. Good. So this. Go ahead and do. I'm only gonna get one of these anyway. This. Armor for you. Okay. You dead? You're dead. You can block some stuff, though. You live if I do this? Take 20, so you live. It's good enough. As long as you're alive, that's all I care about. And is it worth doing this? It probably is. Or I can just incant you again. I think we're big enough already there. So much damage on you. Okay. Definitely need to kill you. I want to protect you from damage. I say protect you, and I'm just going to put these guys behind you, I think. Protect you from damage there. And I'll kill that guy, so he will probably live next turn. I think depends on if they have how much rage they have. If he lives. Good. That should kill you, except you have a damage shield. Damn it. So you are going to go to the top. But it's just going to be you guys. That's fine. It's fine. You both die. Can't you? Ember I can't spend, so I need more draw or something. Spell weakness on you. It might have been better to spell weakness you. Couldn't freeze this card, because why not? That. So good damage. And this should just be GG here. Very nice. All right, we have... lots of infusions. She doesn't get any value from that, but she's getting pretty big. If I can get, like, trample on her, or I guess 2 multi-strikes is what I'm looking for on her. Or quick multi-strike. A couple different things. Move shells. Sadly, we are not doing that. This one, though. Draw 3 spells, apply consume plus magic power at 0 cost. So a way to consume spells from our deck. I don't think we actually want to consume spells. We just want to draw through them and play them. So... Wurmkin etchings. Do we actually have any consumes yet? Just the shelter. This all seem bad for our build, honestly. Spell weakness. So we could get one of these two to play behind our shark as a second floor to just do some backline damage. What's their essences? Nice. Frostbite 3 to the attacked unit. And yours is spell weakness to enemy units. Honestly, do I want other units? Trying to play around incanting her like crazy, so the more units we get, you know, the longer it takes us to draw her. Taking even this guy... it's probably about the most I can do, so I just don't get too many units, because I feel like one mistake I make in this game a lot of times is I try to play around too many different units. Since I don't think I want to infuse any of these. I wouldn't mind having the spell weakness infusion on him, though. If I could keep him alive. After everybody does their attacks, this just gives extra health and spell weakness. You know, I'm going to take that to infuse into him. And then I think I take draw here. There's an idea for capacity on the top floor. I'm not sure, because then I could fit like one bogfly and put a bogfly inside of a bogfly. Mollusk Mage into a Mollusk Mage. That's a lot of infusions. I think it's just about draw here. Playing a lot of cards to incant a lot of times, I think, is the play. The Merchant of Steel to look for endless multi-strike. There's a lot of good things we could find here. Alright. Move Train Stewards. You're clogging on my deck, bros. But I just want to bring you tea, I think is what most people say. Let's see what we got here. We got quick. Okay. What's in here? Oh, man. There's the sweeper. Holy crap. There's the sweeper. But I've already passed on 2 sweepers. Is there any way I could put a bogfly into him? How much scaling would that be, putting a bogfly into him? Five health and attack per charged echo. Scale with the extract. Yeah, we could do quick sweep with him. His apply reap 2 to enemy units is fine. We need lots of attack to be able to scale him. Man, my plan was to infuse her into him for a bottom floor and play around incanting her. Now, since I've already infused her, I couldn't do that. Oh man, a quick sweeper sounds really good. I just don't know if we can get enough attack on him. I feel like getting quick multi-strike on her. We'll be able to scale better with our incanting. Quick sweep is really freaking good though. I have so many units. Who do I try to play around is the question. Quick sweep. What would I do with you? I've only invested the infusion. I haven't invested that much into her, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 on a floor. Since I didn't get capacity, I wouldn't be able to fit them all on one floor, is my issue. What if, for starters, I put quick sweep on him, play the way I've been playing, I just have him tank for this guy, and then we're going to try to buff this guy where eventually we play him on the top floor where we infuse a lot. Feel like maybe playing around him is my best chance here. Or something like that. I reroll, I'll have 105. Ugh. And multi-strike randomly rolls 110. Damn it. There's no way to get gold here, is there? There is not. 5 away. I'm pretty sure people have told me that it's random what this last one costs. So trollolol, man. Alright, so this becomes shark, basically, if I do this. This just gets bigger and bigger. I need to incant more. I think I'm going to keep going with this. If I had that quick multi-strike on that guy, it'd be so stinking good, man. Well, for now, I'm just going to put health on the shark. Troll-lol-lol-lol, man. So we'll go with this. Ooh, okay. Upgrade slots for units. I like that a lot, actually. So we need lots of Merchant of Steels to get our upgrades. We need gold is what we need. I know, rip and multi-strike. Hopefully we'll find 2 more to make up for it. I need the gold, so we're going to do this. Okay. Start incanting this floor. Actually did that in the wrong order. She should be in front of that guy. Whoops. I'm gonna have to restart because of that. Okay, there's my haste guy. So when I discard, I get Ember back. Okay, you live. That's good. We're gonna leak some here. But they only do 1 damage, so this actually shouldn't do much at all to us. Nice. Use you to chump block for her for now, I think. Just infusing, because if I can get her out of here. How many more do I need? 10. Take some damage from this guy too. Just a couple. Alright, I should be good to get her out of here. Okay. So we're building around our incanting right now. I'm hoping to maybe build around this guy. Maybe infuse a bogfly. I'm not exactly sure quite how I want to go with that. Holy crap, these guys are big. Okay. You found a weird combo. The restore pyre HP on pyre kill plus stun for -5 pyre damage works quite well for bare minimum leaks. Yeah, should be Very strong for sure. Okay. Cannot kill this back row, dude. So I guess I just get as much frostbite on you as I can. Or infuse this floor as much as I can, or can't, I should say. Let's go ahead and just get as much frostbite on you there. Oh, you die from the shark, though. Nice. Way to go, shark. Okay. Let's go spell weakness. That's pretty good damage, honestly. There. It's gonna get discarded anyway. Do that anyway. Okay, and you just should die here. Very nice. Okay. We have a lot of units. This is my main worry. We have too many units trying to build around. This is a great card. I'm not doing a full discard thing. We are having a pretty often time that we actually have, we are discarding. This is really, this is good, I think, to take this. Guarantee we discard our hand. We got a payoff card that's a holdover. Like, we had like this plus a holdover offering card. This is so good against the Last Divinity too, because of we get holdover. We can basically daze the Last Divinity forever, and that's really strong. Set up on the top floor. Discard pile your hand, apply consume. I don't think I want that. We don't need Ember, really. We just need draw. Okay. Merchant of Magic. I need removal. I wouldn't mind Merchant of Magic too. I wanted to try a holdover on. I guess this... We can do an infusion if I want to go with what I was thinking of, which is Bogfly infused into the Glare Minder. One way to get him a lot of attack. Don't know if that's enough scaling. I'm gonna go this way. That's pretty good. Oh, yes. Carving Karuska. I kind of want to get holdover on this, so that's really good for that. Faulty Loader's pretty darn good too, but I really like Carving Karuska. Okay. So if I were to get Capacity as my next upgrade, I could fit Soul Guard, Big Infused Girl, Quick Guy infused with a Bogfly. I think that's what I'm going to go for. I don't know that I want to infuse him yet because the 25 shards to 65. We're going to go here, looking for multi-strike on that guy. I'm going to plan on infusing a Bogfly into the Glare Minder here. It'll be right after we get Capacity upgrade, I think. We can start playing him on that floor. Alright. Is there anything else in here we want, though? Again, magic powers. Good on this, actually. This gives us how many shards? 15. So if I'm going to infuse here, 25 puts us at 65, 15 puts us at 80. This would put us at 90, and then the 10 upgrade here. We have a couple other upgrades we can do at these two places, so... I don't know how much... I need the spell power for this. This is our best spell. Damage-wise. It is infused. We do have spell weakness being applied. I think I am going to take that. Oh, I wanted to do 2 more infusions though, actually, didn't I? Because I wanted to diffuse the spell weakness girl into him. Well, if I do exactly 2 infusions, puts us at exactly 105 shards. So let's plan on that. Plan on that then. Okay, random artifact. Restore all health. Can we do 105? How big are you? 90? With you getting bigger, I'm gonna go for that. Risking it for the biscuit, man. All these guys are little, so that's not too bad. This guy quick will actually kill everything except this guy. We'll take 12. 8, 2, 4, 6. He'll take 18 damage, is that right? Zilog's die, giving him more attack. I'm gonna actually let you tank for him. And we're start infusing this floor, canting this floor, and infusing this floor. This feels strong, but a bit worried about the later game scaling spell weakness with the big spell. Might do it though. Maybe with the holdover, yeah, maybe. I agree, this feels like it has potential, but I don't know if it's going to get us there or not. I cannot kill you, can I? Guess that's the case. I should save you health. If I did this and discarded this. Actually, if I play this and this gets discarded, I can play this. Damn, get wrecked. Nice. Way to go, Kinstone Totem, giving us the ember we need, baby. Awesome. Okay. I still need a bunch of shards on you for you to incant. Big enough here. Let's see here. How do we do that? A lot of my infusions do damage to my own people, so... I can finally do some infusions up here. Some incanting, I should say. How many more do I need? 3 more. Doesn't matter what I do, I keep freezing this and then playing it, but I just want to incant the floor. Okay. So I need to incant my floor a little bit faster. Somehow. Somehow I need to incant my floor faster. You know, you don't die. Okay, I don't want to put spell power on this floor because I want to play spells on my own units. So last time what I did was this. I didn't get the same discard this time. But it has spell damage on this floor, so we can kill that guy, so I'll take it. Okay. This gives us a unit to play stuff on, though. That's great. All I'm trying to do is incant her right now. So if other things die, it's fine. One goal to get you incanted. Which we'll do this turn. Beautiful. You won't die. I'm gonna do this and don't play it this turn. Play more stuff next turn. Those guys will almost die. Now we can do this. Look at all this discarding we can do. Look at it all. His back line doesn't do too much to him. If I daze these guys, does that do any good for us? We don't attack, so not really. Alright, so just incant as much as we can. Got a pretty good amount of frostbite on him, though, so that's nice. So we do a spell weakness there. And I'm going to do this, freeze this guy for next turn. 394, okay, he's got spell weakness on. Let's hope this big giant spell gets him low enough. That's good, we're closer. What I'm attempting to do is incant as many times as I can. Oh, I think we're still dead. He got more attack somehow. How did you get 8 times 6 instead of 6 times 6? I think he had one of those guys on the floor that when he dies gives 2 attack. Oh man, okay, well this build looks like it's dead in the water. We were kind of almost there. The incanting, I didn't have good enough spells, honestly. I should have gotten the extract thing for health. If I'd gotten the extract thing for health, I took the armor one because it was infused. Man, I just don't like playing her because of the discard, man. Discarding when you want to play a lot of spells is like the opposite of what you want to do. Or you need the relic that like lets you draw when you discard or something. What she does help us do is just have a big unit early is the thing. I feel like I'd just rather do this. So I'm gonna try to swap over back to Tethys. Honestly, I feel like our units are pretty strong. Interesting, and incant frostbite. I almost want to restart over and over until I get like crazy good relics or something. Oh, this is interesting to get a random unit. Okay, extra spell weakness in the floor below the pyre. What's in here? Lights and Scourges cost 0. It's the Devour spells. Chance for extra spell weakness. I like that. Alright, so we got a decent incanting with spell weakness possibility deck here. I might only go a floor or 2 before I reset if it's not looking good, because I feel like a lot of this really depends on what your first unit is to build around. Because that incant girl we got is pretty darn strong, honestly. He didn't get the killing blow, so he didn't get a damage shield. That's good. Yes. There's no reason to enchant you right now. But I can only play this on this floor. Okay. Okay. I do want to do this. I do this, this, this. You go down to 1. Then that will kill you. Good. He didn't get the kill, so we're good. Okay. Have some reap. Kill you. Very nice. Okay, he should take some damage here. We're fully charged up here, so it's actually better to go Frozen Lance. Frozen Lance. Echo Break. Alright, did we get enough tankiness? Not even close, but let's see if we have enough spell damage here. I should save the spell damage. Alright, well, our Pyre's gonna have to win this one. Again, Tethys' early weakness shows through. Just not a big chunky unit to kill the boss. Spell damage, Titan's Gratitude. I just don't want to do discard. Man, I just don't want to do discard. Spell weakness, though. We're kind of doing a spell weakness stacking thing with this. So magic power plus spell weakness we know is good. Alright, let's go with that. And there's the extract for health. Okay. Let me take that. This and the one that's extract for attack are both just premium cards. Alright, so magic, we gotta go for unit upgrades, right? We got that sweep guy, got sweep quick again. We could build around him earlier. What do we have here? Large stone, okay. Kin, host vessel, and keeper of echoes. Okay, keeper of echoes is pretty interesting. So every time we infuse the floor, we get stats to everybody. So if this is a tank unit in the front, and then we had some 2 space quick sweep something, be really good. I mean, we could give the large stone to Kinhost Vessel, but I always have the hardest time making this thing hatch. However, I often get it later. Given this large stone means it's gonna have some pretty good stats on the Kinhost Pupa. Every time I take this, I feel like it's a mistake, though. I think I want to try this. But I don't think I want to put large stone on it. Not on this guy. Because I'm going to want to play him on the same floor as Tethys. I think what I might want to do is put the Mollusk Mage inside of him. Infuse him in there. So I can put him on the floor with Tethys. He'll give us the spell damage. And we put some carry unit behind this guy who has Incant synergy. That's kind of my thought. So let's give you health since I'm going to have you tank for Tethys is the plan. And getting piercing on, well, none of these spells. I was going to say, on a good spell, well, we don't seem to have yet. We'll go ahead and go right into this. We have this guy, but that Incant Frostbite, just I don't think something we could really play around, honestly. Yeah, we're still looking for good units, so we want to take this. Okay. So you'll just die if I place you on this floor, so I'll go ahead and do this for this turn. Maybe to try to find what Explosive Ash was talking about? What, the weird combo of the pyre killing everything? Well, it's hard to build around something that you just, you know, have to get lucky and find. And if I play a bunch of spells, you just get ginormous. I definitely want to chump block with you. Jeez, man. If I play any spells on this floor, this guy's going to do so much damage to my pyre. I almost wonder, am I dead already? No, but I do take 8. If I do this, I take 9. I'm gonna do double spell weakness on you because I feel like I'm gonna need that help next turn. I need some spells drawn, like, now. Oh, I'm dead. That guy didn't die. Okay. Well, no need to restart. Doomed from the start. Still trying to make this combo work? Yeah, it's my last combo to get Wurmkin 1 with every combo on Covenant 25. It's kind of a bad start, honestly, so... What plans do I have for today's stream? Losing over and over at this game is my plans. Alright, that's free damage. Sword Pyre is the same one that provides a Hellstone or plus 10 for Heartless. Gotcha. Silence, plus health, faulty loader. Alright. Enter with 2 Frostbite, and the first dudes have melee weakness and that stuff. Nicely done. Are you saying nicely done on my loss? Well, what am I going to do? This is bad start. I guess I'll go with this one. Double silence? I think it's only a single one, right? Yeah, it's only a single silence. It's double Crypt Builder is what it is. And I didn't even get the minus cost, so... Just get Shark. Used to be that was a good play. Used to be that was a good play. Although I did get Shark once already. This is already our 3rd attempt today. Tethys really is feeling weaker and weaker the more I play with since the DLC. They nerfed so much stuff, it feels like. So those guys all die. Nothing on the top floor. I'm gonna set up. You know what? I can set up this floor. Maybe I could try playing around with Frostbite Reap. I don't know. I feel like I've tried that a couple times, it just doesn't really work for me. You die no matter what I do, right? Okay, I can't set up bottom floor here. Every time I try, it's just like, nope, you can't do it, doesn't work. So, just set up second floor. I don't want the Ember Drain next turn, so that's why I'm doing this. If I have the Ember Drain, I'll play even less cards next turn. But maybe, Cerbernoid, I might try that. I feel like I tried it once and it didn't work for me, but it might be worth trying it again. Is it worth infusing this floor? Yes. Silence doesn't do much for us, right? No one can't synergy, so might as well play it, I guess. You guys die anyway, so that's kind of useless. I play my train steward down here, he just dies. If I put this guy on the top floor, we get Ember Drain. Man, Tethys is probably the worst early game hero. Like, nothing I do this turn is useful at all. Guess I could just play that to get it out of my deck. How the run's been today? So far, there's only been like 3 of them, and they've all been horrible. So, not great. Not that great, sadly. He is going to apply a decent amount of Frostbite, right? That's something. Okay. This does 60. Is that better than playing 2 trained stewards and a frozen lance? So he would get 10 damage out. You would get another 10, so we do like 20. So I think the 60 is just better. Sounds fun? Yeah, it's been fun. Alright, let's see what we got here. I like Offering Token. Helical Crystals I like. Mollusk Mage is fine. Feel like we haven't been getting enough draw. Let me take that. Okay. Good cards for scaling a unit. We just need to find a unit that we can scale. So, which one, man? If I could choose any of these cards to be infused, this would be the one I don't want infused. Start with health, I guess. Alright. What do we got here? Stygian banner. See what's in here first. Wow, so many large stones today. Infuse for Rage. I have not won with this girl yet. But Infuse for Rage... What's your essence? I mean, Incant for Rage is what I mean to say. Honestly, this Tethys can do a little bit of damage for us early. If I get like this guy and put the other Incant for armor that's in the thing into this guy, it's not bad. I got multi-strike on her, played a bunch of spells on her floor. She's like the worst of the sirens, I feel like. I don't know if I really can play around either of these super well. I guess what I could do... I can't get both. I was thinking I could put this guy in front of this girl, but I don't get to take both. So since I got a card that helps me scale health, I'll start with a tanky guy. Put extra Incant armor on him. And I won't do large stone, because if I want Tethys and this guy, I'm gonna need 2 more capacity, so I can't put large stone on that. So hold off on that. I'm gonna not take these divine boons here. Alright, so what do we got here? I will... Yes, they will die. I think I actually do want to set up floor 1 here. Because with this Tethys applying Frostbite, we want him to apply the or want her to apply the Frostbite as quickly as possible. So... die from that. Moving to the back, does that matter? Better to move this guy to the back? No, because he dies. Don't need to silence any of these. Go ahead and just kill you. I'll just kill you. Okay. There we go. Very nice. One thing that this Tethys really is good at is what is it called? The Relentless gets to stack up that Frostbite. Okay. This is the infused card. This is Offering Attuned. Which Tethys are we piloting? Currently, it does not have the minus spell damage Tethys. Currently, the choice we had was the Frostbite one. But honestly, I think the deck that we have is the best of the 3 attempts we've had so far. So... kind of doing a... honestly, we're kind of doing a Frostbite stacking build right now. They come in with free Frostbite, so do I go with extra Frostbite? It's not really good against... Last Divinity is the problem with it. do have a little payoff with this, and I did take this. Let's actually have discard payoff cards. Do I want to go ahead and grab this? Infusions aren't doing much for us right now, but incanting is. So I'm going to try Frostbite. I don't even know. Okay. All right. Okay. And infused one of these guys. This is basically free 10 health. I do like that. We could try a hybrid build. Keep Tethys for all bosses except TLD. Build the rest of our deck to face TLD and waves. Maybe. Build the rest of our deck to face TLD and waves. I mean, there's Frostbite. God. So currently the build is looking like Tethys for single target Frostbite. This guy to block. And this girl to AoE Frostbite. The deck is pointing me in a direction. Who am I to turn that direction down? Frostbite's still good. You just need to be able to beat TLD and Relentless without relying on it. What's up, High Shadows? Yeah. Okay. This is extra card draw. This is armor for anything that leaks. Let's get ahead and get armor. Go for spell fight since we had some big spells. I don't know. The spell damage thing just does not feel good lately, honestly. I gotta go for just the artifact, right? Nothing I want to duplicate yet. What's my carry? I don't really have one yet. Honestly, not that great of artifacts, but base charge is fine. The closest thing we have to a carry is Tethys applying Frostbite to bosses. We just haven't found a good unit to scale yet. What's in here? So we could go Siren of the Sea. What if we Siren of the Sea into my sweeper that we just got? That way she's getting extra attacks. Yeah, I think Siren into our sweeper is what it is. You don't see how Frostbite wins later game, but you've never had the balls to commit to it, so you don't know. Yeah, multi-strike. Siren needs +2/+2. No, I'm not building around this. Essence of sweeper is apply Frostbite. So we lose the sweep. So if I take this, I'm putting this inside of the sweeper. I'm just gonna do that. That's what I think is the correct play. I think it's the only way we have a chance to start building a carry here. Siren is infuses is +1/+1. +1/+1 per incant, and I think it's +5 attack. So do I want any intrinsic here? Intrinsic silence can be really good. You mean nameless Siren? I'm gonna do this. She has rage stacking. Oh, her infusion is I forget. I looked at it earlier. Didn't seem good enough. It's got a lot of shards, so this might be too many shards again. Kind of going a little reckless with shards just because I'm trying to get a build to work here. Oof. I'm going to take a little. I can't take that much damage. Intrinsic, yeah, it means you're guaranteed to draw at turn 1. Alright, you want to see? Here. Fine, I'll check the wiki. I mean, you're asking me, you could check it on yours. I'm not playing it, so that's why I wasn't checking it. But units. Where's the rage in can? Here she is. Yeah, it's the same. +5 and gets 1 rage. So half the rage in can't. So it's the same thing as the other girl. 5 attack and in can't 1 thing. So intrinsic plus holdover meta exists yet? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We've done that a number of times. Sweep would be, a quick would be a really good thing to get. So you guys explode to the front enemy unit. And you're just going to force me to set up top floor, aren't you? Could silence them, actually. Save her. It's only 1 damage? Okay. I don't need a silence for that. Okay. I have the armor back. I could have gone for 25 health. I could have, but I would be at like 9 health or something. And if I don't want to die to like 1 leakage. I know I have the armor for this one fight, but I just don't want to take the chance, honestly. Is that useful at all? She dies. Okay, good. We should silence on this guy right now. Let's go ahead and do that. You'll die. I don't care. So she gets 4 attack. I think. Are you talking about this girl or the rage girl? What is she getting? She's getting 1 attack per. I think you were talking about the rage girl. She gets 1 rage per incant, which would be 2 attack per incant, I think. All right. Let's save you lots of health there. Oh yeah. Okay. She does. Her infusion would give +2 per attack. Her just normal self would give, yes, what you said. That's correct. So yeah, 2 rage would be 4 attack, unless you get the thing that gives more than that, of course. How much damage do? 482. If I just give extra frostbite, that's enough. Yeah. Nice. Okay, good. I don't like to play around a girl who's stacking rage when I have nothing else that's going to support rage. Honestly, that's kind of the reason I chose not to do it. Wow, okay, well there's Hoarfrost Effigy. We are doing a Frostbite build. Is there any way to make this work with like -2 cost holdover? I know Divinity clears Frostbite. I'm trying to think if there's any way to make it work apart from that is a thing. I'm also trying to think if I'm just going to keep this Tethys or actually go for this minus spell cost one, because honestly, there wouldn't be a lot of value from the minus spell cost one. Yeah, this we've played with this. It can be good, and we actually honestly have a lot of infusions. So we are extracting with 2 cards. Don't think I want to set up top floor. Frostbite, you need to set up bottom floor because of the Frostbite needing multiple turns to do its work. Extract 6, -666. I feel like we could maybe... This is infused, I'd take it. It's not infused, so I'm just not sure if I have enough infusions to make it work. Against TLD, you could use it on holdover on a mini-boss and get a big hit in by switching it to TLD before it dies. What are you talking about? What is it? Using Hoarfrost Effigy on holdover? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, honestly. Well, how much frost? You know what? Frostbite is the biggest damage thing we got so far, so I'm gonna go with that. My units. She's got Siren of the Sea in her. Try and incant that floor. Is there any other unit that I want to infuse into you? So what a health and attack. Actually, like, infusing this guy into this guy is pretty interesting, because incanting would give him armor, but it would also buff my units behind him. I know he's got a single upgrade. I know that I put one upgrade into him. I understand that. However, this would buff our entire floor, and I'm worried about us having enough damage. Doing it in reverse is better. What? This guy and that guy? No, because this doesn't give it to everybody on the floor. This only gives it to himself, and I don't care about giving himself attack. Doing this way would give attack to my people I'm trying to carry around. Will I be able to infuse that next floor? It'll be another floor before I can do it. Is that really what I want to try to do? Honestly, I'd probably rather get the Frost Shark and infuse the Frost Shark into this guy. Because that would go with what we're trying to go with our infusion. I think I'm going to skip this. Alright, draw capacity Ember. Draw capacity Ember. I want to play a lot of spells. I have a lot of zero cost things. So I think I actually go Ember here. Kind of want to draw, but I think I needed Ember. Okay, what are you? What are you offering here? Ah, this one. Okay. This is the one that gives all of our spells Pierce. This is the one that gives all of our units Endless. This is the one that gives us free healing of 4 every turn. This one would kill our Tethys every time. This one... We feel like we might actually be able to do this one. Giving all of our spells Pierce. Sounds pretty good. We have a decent number of spells that would... Well, almost all of our spells actually have some form of spell damage on it. I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. That's the only one I think I can actually handle. Definitely can't do this, right? It's a way to purge our train stewards, but is there any way? Well, they need to last through 2 battles, right? Yeah, if the shark dies, it's just dead, which is a noof, you're right. However, Endless would be really good, especially if I do infuse a Frost Shark into this guy. It's 2 fights, though. It's like guaranteed that at least one of the bosses is going to be able to kill off our front. Dude, I can't do it. I can't do it. If that didn't apply during Relentless, I feel like I could maybe do that. But it applies during Relentless, so I just don't think we can handle it. Going this way, even though I need removal, but let's see what we got here. I need a... okay. I could put Endless on the shark. Damn. Damn. I was hoping for the Frost Shark. Enrage the shark? How useful is that, though? What does enraging the shark do for us? Gives him damage, I guess, but am I going to be putting multi-strike on him? I don't know, man. Extra damage is extra damage? Yeah, but that's 25 shards. for rage on a guy who is our tank. I honestly don't think that's worth the shards. I'm skipping that. I would rather take shards that can do something else. Apply route to random enemy unit twice. Make our merchants cheaper. I'm gonna go here. Okay. Don't want spell weakness, so I guess although this does give sweep. This does give sweep for the frostbite. Actually. So we'd have 2 frostbite sweepers. You know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and do that. And spell weakness to everything is true. I could actually just put endless on this guy, right? He dies, we replay him. He loses all his armor though. But he does come back. I mean, that's probably about the best way to keep him alive, right? Is just endless with armor stacking. This girl, we want multi-strikes and or quicks. We're gonna large stone. Large stone wouldn't work because then I couldn't play all my units on the same floor. Jesus, man. What doesn't work? Hey, why don't you give it to me? Jesus, man. I swear I've seen so many large stones. I can't make large stone work. I have 5 capacity. Tethys, Siren of the Sea, Garden. There's no way to make that work. There's no way to make that work, man. Alright, well, we are still at extreme difficulty, and my units do not feel that strong. Enemy on each floor. I guess we could set up top floor here. What appears? It's the, those guys, yeah. Large stone implies the existence of small stone. -1 capacity, -5 health, -2 damage, yeah. But I really don't like setting up top floor because we have so much, whatchamacallit, frostbite going on. So, still gonna go for it. We have enough health. We have enough health that leaking these guys. Actually, no, they all come in with frostbite, so they all just die anyway. No, because of damage shield. Those guys will die next turn. The next turn. So these guys will actually not do too much. This is fine. This is actually fine. I don't want to go ahead and silence you now. Yeah, let's go ahead and silence that. You die from your sweep attack, actually. Now we got double frostbite sweepers, which honestly is pretty insane. You get out unless I do this, which means these guys would all live. I don't know about that. Those guys all live. We only take like 6 damage, right? I'm gonna do that. Frickin' damage shield protects him from all of that. What a waste. I don't think Echo Break will do anything. He's only got 2 frostbite. I think the damage shield protects him. I'll try it because it's better than what I did. But I don't think it'll do anything. Echo Break it first, then I can't play another card. What did I... Then I can't play my shark. Yeah, I can't do that. So if I don't play my shark, this girl just dies. So, can't do that, sorry. I would like to, but I can't. Love to. Not a feasible play. Alright, well, he'll go down to 1. Whew, we are leaking a lot of damage here. Okay. Sure hope the boss shows up before... Nope. Okay. Oh, this is really good, though. Okay. Okay. Is that enough is the thing? Because holy crap, are we... leaking like crazy here. That guy's endless, so I'm just gonna let him die. That'll make it so he only gets 1 hit in. This guy, I think, just kills us. +1 is so useless. I mean, thanks, Ice Shadows. You always have such positive, helpful things to say. I mean, I'm trying. What carry should I have got? The rage wouldn't have been that much better. This girl at least has sweep. I wouldn't have had sweep on it. It's so hard to find a good carry in Stygian, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't find a good carry in Stygian. I use a Stygian carry. And we actually lived, okay. That guy's gonna finish us off, though. We actually would have made it if we'd killed here. How much of armor-wise? Actually, if I get rid of the damage shield, you will... No, you die from their first attack. You just die from their first attack, too. Yeah. Okay. Well, so far, gotten Shrek. Haven't been able to get any build together. Yeah, I guess I need to look for Wurmkin carries. Maybe they're better. I mean, there's the eel. That's a decent carry. But so far, that's 3 attempts we've gotten Shrek. I'm gonna stand stretch, use restroom. Like I said, I'm pretty out of it today, so I don't know if my brain's not working or we're just not getting good RNG. But I'm gonna take a quick 60-second ad break. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back in a bit. Y'all rock. See you in a sec, my friends.